Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today Destro Warlocks got nerfed. Well, it was actually yesterday, but today the patch notes went live. Guys, Destro Warlocks have been running rampant for like a year. It's like almost been a year. Over a year. Destro Warlocks are insane right now. They can get off like 16 Chaos Bolts in this time. I can cast 1 Greater Pyroblast. It's insane. And they finally got nerfed. Let's hop into these hotfixes, guys. Here it is. Hotfixes July 27th, 2020. What's the date? It's the 28th. All right, so it was yesterday, July 28th. These changes are in. Items and rewards, corrupted items. Let's start from the top. Let's go through the bottom. Song's banging. All right, putting the song back down. A change to the interactions between Fist of Justice and Ineffable Truth has been reverted. So, a lot of people probably didn't notice this, but something was weird where Ineffable Truth didn't affect Paladin, Hammer of Justice, or Fist of Justice. I guess this wasn't on purpose, and they reverted the nerf. So that's actually like a buff to Pallies, funny enough. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Pallies are like the best healers in the game right now, so they probably could have used the nerf, but I play with the Pallies, so hey, it's fine. But I don't know, man. I think Pallies are just insanely good, so maybe they could have kept this nerf in. I don't know. Maybe it would have been fine to keep it in, but whatever. If it wasn't intentional, they're just fixing something that shouldn't have been there in the first place. So that's a thumbs up for me. Player versus player. PvP, baby. That's what we do around here. This is the portion of the patch notes. That's a lot of P's. Classes, Warlock. With regional restarts, which is today, actually you guys might see this video tomorrow, Soul Leech grants an absorb for 4% of damage dealt when engaged in combat with enemies players, down from 8. Alright, if I can do math correctly, that's cut in half. Alright, developers note Soul Leech will continue to have a cap of 10% of the Warlock's maximum health. Alright, so hopefully Warlocks will be a little more killable, little less unkillable, little less tanky. Alright, hopefully Warlocks will go down now. I'm hoping so. To be completely transparent and honest, guys, is this gonna do much? Probably not. Warlocks are gonna be still really good. This is not enough to do anything really, but hey, a nerf is a nerf. And the thing is about nerfs is I'd rather have them not go overboard. Meaning, if they said like, Soul Leech was removed from the game, or, you know, Chaos Bolt damage was reduced by 70%. It's like, bro, now the class is useless. With a nerf, I don't want classes to be useless. I want them to be good still. Ideally, every class is good, right? You think of the expansions that were the best. A lot of people say Wrath of the Lich King and Mists of Pandaria. All right, close your eyes, go back in time. What class did I play then? Think about it. Was it strong? Yes. All right. We think about Mists of Pandaria. BM Hunters were one-shotting things. Enhanced Shamans were one-shotting things. Mages were one-shotting. Rogues were one-shotting. Warriors were one-shotting. Everything was strong. There was nothing that felt weak. Meaning, we don't want anything to be weak, right? Even Destros, we want Destros to be strong, but we also want other things to be strong, okay? Destros were probably a little too strong, so the nerf is warranted, but I would rather see a small nerf than completely gutting the class. Having said that, with this type of design philosophy, we need to see buffs to the weaker classes, right? Like, we need to see buffs to the things that are underperforming. Anyway, Warlock's nerf. This is probably going to do almost nothing, but hey, it's a nerf. Thumbs up. Okay, moving on. Moving along. Destro. With regional restarts, the effectiveness of Flashpoint has been reduced by 75% when engaged in combat with enemy players was 50%. Alright, so Warlocks are going to have a little bit less haste. Is this a big deal? Once again, it's going to be a slight nerf. I think Warlocks are still going to own. I think we're still going to see a lot of Warlocks. They're going to farm. Is this change good? Yeah. A little less haste, a little less tanky. That is 2 thumbs up from me, right? I've talked about this on stream before. How do you nerf Warlocks without gutting the class? I don't know. Make them do a little less damage and make them do, make them a little less tanky. They did that. I'm happy about it. The problem is if you nerf them too much, it's just a bad class. I think this is probably a good route they took. We'll see how the metagame shifts. The reality of the situation might mean that Warlocks are still really good, but right now they're probably like the best class in the game. So they're like probably maybe where they should be, or maybe still just really good. Like, they should still be really good after these changes, right? So that's a good thing, I guess. All right. Items and rewards. With regional restarts, the effectiveness of Lingering Psychic Shell has been reduced by 70%. Blizzard, if you're watching this, thank you. Thank you, Blizzard. I appreciate that, all right? That should have never been in the game. I mean, okay, so on one hand, I want to say thank you, Blizzard, because, man, this is a great change. On the other hand, I still want to say, Blizzard, this could have been out as soon as that item was launched into the game. By default, it should have been nerfed. Like, this should have never seen any play in Arena, ever. Alright, so we should have maybe nerfed this months ago. I'm happy the nerf's in. This is fantastic. I don't see a place for this in Arena ever. Defensive PvE trinkets, I think, don't have a place in Arena. I think running with a Battle Master is fine. A Safeguard is fine. But PvP should offer the best PvP defensive abilities in the game. If you're having a tank item come into Arena, it's usually not fun for anyone. No one likes it. No one has fun. Alright, it's just not a thing that anyone wants to be a part of. Alright, so in the future, moving forward, I'm assuming, Blizzard, are you watching? Are you in there? Are you in there, Blizzard? I hope you're in there. Moving forward in the future, okay, let's get this changed preemptively. No more PvP tank items, or no more PvE tank items in PvP ever again. Blizzard, can we make a deal? Can we make a deal? Azerite Essences. The effectiveness of Vitality Conduit's health transfer has been reduced by 30% when engaging combat with enemy players. Man, I feel like a rapper or like an auctioneer. Guys, so Vitality Conduit health transfer. Vitality Conduit is such a good pick for healers. It's actually one of the things that makes people be able to heal through the insane bursts in the game right now. Vitality Conduit is probably one of the best heals we've seen in the entire game. If you guys don't know, it's like a health transfer. You press it and everyone's health equalizes. It's like a Spirit Link on a 45-second cooldown, but it's a little weaker. You know, it moves a little slower than a Spirit Link, but it's kind of like a Spirit Link on a 45-second cooldown. It's insane. It just got nerfed. What are my thoughts on this? I mean, I feel like I'm interviewing myself. It's like, hello, Czar, what are your thoughts on this? Well, it's a good question. Vitality Conduit. I think this is going to nerf Priests, because Priests were the one healer that had great offensive pressure. You know, they had Dark Archangel and Fear, but they couldn't heal to keep their team alive. But Vitality Conduit allowed Priests to heal. Now with yoinking it, I don't know if Priests are going to be able to heal well enough. Is Vitality Conduit still going to be the pick? Probably. It's still so good. If I had to guess, I'd still say Vitality Conduit will still be the go-to lock-in for healers in the current patch. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would like to think that it's probably still a pick. The nerf is probably great. This is probably just a great nerf. I think I like it. I think I like it. I think it's going to make Shamans maybe a little weaker and Priests a little weaker. It might make Pallies a little stronger because they can heal through it anyway. It might make Monks a little stronger because they can heal through it anyway. It might separate the healers a bit more, so that might be the downside, right? Right now, all the healers are good. Every healer in the game can be played to rank 1. Shaman might be the weakest right now, but you can still play every healer: Pally, Monk, Priest, Shaman, Druid. Druids are maybe a little weaker too. This might separate that gap a bit more. That's the bad news. The good news is this ability is insane, and nerfing it just needed to happen. All right, so nerfing this, and then maybe buffing Priests or Shamans or Druids or whatever needs to happen from here is fine, but nerfing this was probably a good idea. It's going to make the games not so dampening. We're going to see games finish a little sooner. If someone presses Vitality, maybe it doesn't mean they instantly die or instantly go to full life. It means maybe they can still die through Vitality, which right now is like not possible, right? So I like it. I like it a lot. It's great. So far, I mean, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Wow, Blizzard, you're 5 for 5 or 4 for 4 if I can count. Corrupted items. Ineffable Truth no longer reduce the cooldown of Gladiator's Medallion. This should have just always been that is good. Yes, should have always been that way. I don't know why it ever like reduced Gladiator's Medallion. No, bad Blizzard. I'm happy. It's another great change. It should have never been in there in the first place. Once again, some of these things I'm really happy about, but should have been nerfed months ago. But hey, I can't complain. They're in the game now. We're happy about it. Great change. PvP, no. These specific changes are to reduce the number of long stalled out matches in high-end arena. Thank you, Blizzard. Great changes here. So, I mean, to recap, guys, we are happy. I think there's like 6 changes here. I mean, maybe I miscounted. We're 6 for 6. These are all good changes. I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, Hey, Xaryu! Hey, Xaryu! Do you think mages need to be nerfed? Now we just need mages to be nerfed. Do mages need to be nerfed? You know what? Maybe they're a little too strong. But I think there's a lot of other good classes in the game. I think if mages were nerfed, it should be something like this, right? Where it's like the slightest little tiny nerf to make them just remove the icing off of the cake, but keep the cake, all right? Because if you make mages, like if you're just like, oh, you know, let's just completely gut the class, I mean, then no one's having fun, right? So I think if you were to nerf mages, what would you do? I don't know. Reduce the damage of one ability by like a couple percent, or reduce the haste of a trait by a little bit, or the versatility or mastery by just a couple percent. Make mages do a little less damage. It might be the play. They're already really squishy. They already kind of get owned by a lot of things. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it's the end of the expansion. Everyone's getting closer and closer to full gear. There's a lot of classes that are doing very well. Rogues, mages, windwalkers, mistweavers, pallies, priest. We see a decent amount of shadow priests, of course, Destro, warlocks. We're seeing warriors, demon hunters, DKs. We're seeing almost every class do well right now. Even survival hunter and feral are seeing some play. The only classes we're not really seeing are affliction, warlock, and BM hunters, and marksmanship hunters. And that's about it. I think tank shouldn't be playable in the first place. So to be honest, if there's any more changes, for the rest of the expansion, which there might not be, this might be it. But if there's anything else we're hoping for, I would say buffing the things that are weak from here on out would be the best thing to do. Because right now, we have a lot of classes that are strong. That's great. Let's stop nerfing the strong classes. There's a lot of really strong classes. Let's start slightly buffing up the things that are weak to have a nice, enjoyable end of the expansion. If not, a lot of things that are strong anyway. I'm looking forward to Shadowlands, though. Let's wrap up this video. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. When these hot fixes come out, I try my best to keep you guys up to date so you know exactly what's going on in the PvP arena, all right? If you guys did not like the video for some reason, maybe you're a Destrolock. We got any Destrolocks out there? Thumbs the video down, that's fine, all right? You can be a little salty about it, it's fine, all right? If mages were nerfed, maybe I'd be salty too, all right? I'm sorry, but good news, Destrolocks out there. You might want to turn that thumbs down to a thumbs up because locks are going to be just fine still, I believe, okay? If you want to follow me IRL in real life, follow me over on Instagram. Don't forget to do your dailies, okay? And see you in the next one. Peace out, guys. Later.